Hey guys, I'll be doing a video here. Apologies in advance for the cringe. I'm gonna do it like one of those people you watch on the YouTube. So here it goes. What is up with it? It's your boy, Mr. Chandler, aka Mr. C, aka Mr. Math, aka Mr. Chandelier, aka Mr. Channy Chan Chan. Don't call me that. Aka Mr. AKAs. Please just call me Mr. Chandler. Today, we will be doing absolutely no math, kind of. I can hear some of you cheering at that, and for some of you that are math nerds like me, I can hear your tears as well. Remember to smash those like and subscribe buttons at the bottom of your screen. If you are viewing this on Schoology, those buttons do not exist. But again, if you're viewing on YouTube, smash those buttons. It's appreciated. Every little bit helps. As of this moment, I have a total of 0 subscribers. Can we get some F's in the chat for my 0 subscribers? Right now, though, I am only 16 subscribers behind Mrs. Morbay. So every little bit helps. We're pretty close to catching her. But really, the channel I'm chasing is Justin Bieber. And he only has 56.1 million subscribers. So we're just behind. And any day now we'll catch him. Speaking of which, here is a totally off-the-cuff and not pre-planned math problem. If I gain 100 new subscribers every day, approximately how many years will it take me to pass Justin Bieber? Should have capitalized his last name, darn it. Assuming he doesn't gain any new subscribers. So I will pause for a moment and give you a chance to work on that. Or rather, I would pause. You can pause it yourself. I will continue on. Please, in the comments, you can answer the question. Oh, and I said we would not be doing any math today, but our topic is really about math, and that math is everywhere, as long as you look for it. The question I receive most often from students, it's not, can you explain that? It's not, how do you solve for X? It's not, when's the bell ring? Well, it could be that one. But it's, when am I going to use this in real life? And my answer to that is that you'll use it when you're a math teacher, of course. No, obviously that's not my answer. And it's a difficult question to answer. No, I don't think math is worthless, but it's also not some just magical answer generator for all of the things you're going to encounter in life. You're not going to go to a game show and be like, what's the square root of pi? And you're going to be like, yes, I remember in 8th grade in math class, I learned it's 12. And no, it's not 12. There's a reason you're in 3rd place, Connor. And if you do say that, don't tell them that I was your math teacher. Here is the purpose of math. And there's going to be a quiz on this. It'll be easy, but it might be a good idea to take notes, or at least refer to this section later on. Number 1, math is an exercise for your brain. At this time in our lives, your bodies are growing and developing rapidly. That includes your brain. Your brain is rewiring itself and strengthening different connections. And mathematics is a great tool for brain growth. I've had students in the past really into working out. They'll be in class and they're like, I got to get shredded, Mr. Chandler. I got to start doing sit-ups and push-ups so I can look good for pool day. First of all, working out needs to be something you continually do. If you do sit-ups for a year straight, yeah, your abs will be looking good. But then if you quit working out and start eating a dozen donuts, which honestly sounds way better, you'll lose them pretty quickly. Your brain is a little bit better than your abs. It can develop much more quickly, especially at this point in your lives. And all that brain growth that you're getting, it will be much harder to go away. It will stay with you. All of these gains you're making in your brain will stay with you. And you know what's better than abs on your stomach? Abs on your mind. Number 2, careers use math. Many different careers use math. It's usually not the exact same as the math you're learning this year, but the things we're doing are building blocks to those careers some of you will eventually have. Mr. Hewler, who's in charge of the middle and high school math for the district, he likes to give this analogy that algebra is like the alphabet of mathematics. And he'd always say, "Why'd you learn the alphabet?" And people would say, "Well, to learn to read, of course." And he'd say, "No, you didn't learn the alphabet so that you could read." Imagine there you are, 3 or 4 years old, and you're thinking to yourself, "Man, I really wish I could read." A 3 or 4 year old's not thinking that. They're not thinking, "I'd really love to read A Tale of Two Cities. It looks super good. I'd really love to get a better understanding of that time period leading up to the French Revolution." Or maybe they're like, "Oh, I want to read the Divergent series. Post-apocalyptic novels are my thing." No, you learned the alphabet because there was a song. And because when you recited that song, your parents would cheer and smile at you, and that made you feel good. But just like you learned the alphabet in spite of not knowing exactly what it was for, algebra is that gateway into higher mathematics and problem solving that you can't even really comprehend yet. And the good news for all of you is that most of those careers that use mathematics heavily, outside of being a math teacher, of course, are pretty high-paying jobs. Number 3, you are in school. I remember when I was in high school in the morning announcements, we would always have different slogans. We'd say like, "Walnut Springs, middle school matters." We would say, "Make it a great day or not, the choice is yours." That one's always stuck with me. Another one we would say is, "Why are we here today?" And it was kind of a call and response. We would answer, "To learn and to teach." This class is a grade, and next year's math class is a grade, and the same with the year after that. And you need them to graduate high school, and you need that to do well on tests and have a good resume and get into a good college and all that fun stuff about school and the stuff we have to do. It's not really the best reason to learn math, but you do want to be aware we're here to learn, and I'm here to teach. And math is one of those things that helps facilitate the learning, and it's a good way of doing that in a productive way. Number 4, learning math will improve your problem-solving skills. It will help you find shortcuts and solutions, or even questions that you would never have thought of before. Number 5, math is all around us, and this really brings us to our first assignment of the course. I want you to keep a journal of all the ways you could or you do use math in your everyday life. I started keeping one of these journals actually, and I'm honestly surprised by how much I've written in it. Some of the examples, they're my personal examples, but you might find some similar to these. I was thinking about Reese's Cups because I was eating Reese's Cups. I was thinking, hey, how does the ratio of chocolate to peanut butter compare in your Reese's Cup Minis versus the standard Reese's Cup? Which one's better? Which one do I prefer? How are those ratios related to each other? That's all it has to be. Something as simple as that could work. Another one, I was playing Minecraft, as any 28-year-old would do. And I was thinking, okay, if I can do crafting and make a wood log into 4 wood planks, and then I take 3 wood planks and turn that into 6 slabs, then how many slabs can I get from 20 wood logs? And more importantly, maybe, how will I know if there will be any leftover wood planks and what's a good number of wood logs to start with so I don't get any leftovers because my inventory, I don't really want to clog it up. That was another one I thought of. A final one, actually, a friend thought of this when they were sitting in a parking lot leaving a game, and he actually brought it to dinner, and our whole soccer team was working on it, and that was how we spent dinner, was thinking about this problem. But it was basically, there's different rows all intersecting, and one row merges with another, and then that would merge with another, and then that would merge with another, and we wanted to figure out how to figure out your position in line and how long it was going to take, and that really spawned a whole bunch of different questions, and we actually are going to do something similar to that problem later this year, like second half of the year, but that's another example. You need to upload at least 5 different examples or questions per week. So your first 5 are due Sunday at 11:59. You do not need to have answers to these problems. They can just be questions, and I don't want you to cram them until the last minute. I want them to be actually things you think about as you play games, as you talk with friends, as you're just on the internet, as you're doing your daily life. Uh, Possibility for bonus points if you come up with really quality examples, even examples like I could use in class. You want to upload those examples to Google Drive, using Google Drive, or you can also take a picture of your examples if you're writing them in a journal and upload that. And that's your first assignment. That was today's session. That's due at Sunday at 11:59. Please do not wait until the last minute, but hopefully you don't have any questions. Bye.